Hello everyone, my name is Tony, and welcome back to another episode of AthosCraft. Today, I was actually planning to show you something completely different, and I was actually planning to show you how my dig was doing down underneath the shopping district, as I had a very big surprise down there. However, due to lack of time and focusing on other things, unfortunately, I haven't had time to really complete that project. It's such a big project I had planned. I didn't realize how much I was getting myself into with that one. So instead, as today is October 5th, I decided that we're going to do a tour of the original Season 1 world. As you can see, a lot of cool things already in the background here. And the reason for that is because today marks the 1 year anniversary for this realm. So, very exciting stuff. And I hope you enjoy. So firstly, we are in the spawning location. So right where I'm standing, actually, funny enough, this under here is slime blocks. Now, the reason for this is because very oftenly, due to a 1.10, I think, bug, if you standed on top of a chest somewhere, you would end up, and you logged out on that chest, you would actually come back when you log in and spawn like way up in the air and just fall right down to your death. So, what we ended up doing was we implemented this slime block safety net so that when you spawn back into the world, should you be that unfortunate person who did log out on the chest, you'll be able to still be alive and not lose your stuff. But yeah, that's the whole reason for that. But anyway, look at how nice this spawn location is. So a lot of this was actually done by Falling Star. And she ended up making this wonderful spawn house for people to come in and stay and sleep for the first night or two. She ended up making a crop farm over here for people to come gather up some basic food supplies and such. Over here she's got various different animals you can get in the game. Little tree farm where you can get the various types of wood. All very good stuff. And over here, and I think this was quite a genius idea actually, she ended up making like a little, I suppose, place that you can get equipped with armor on. So the idea is you step in on that pressure plate, and these four dispensers will shoot out a piece of armor piece. So you'll have like a leg piece, trousers and shirt and everything else, and you'll get fully equipped with that. And that's on that side, and on this side you'll get your four basic tools such as shovel, pick, sword, and axe, and that's all very good stuff. And then in here as well, some free stuff, so you can get your some horse armor or a bow. And yeah, she built this, and I believe RC and also myself and possibly others all contributed some stuff that we had gathered from the end busting and placed that inside there for anyone new who joined the realm to get started up. Anyway, moving on from there, we'll head into the direction of this horse over here. Now this horse is absolutely amazing. Now this horse was actually made by Garf. As you can probably tell, this is meant to be a Trojan horse. Now we actually learnt our lesson a little bit with this Trojan horse, as it actually caught fire during a lightning storm one time, as Garf may recall. I'm sorry, Garf, if that's some bad memories for you. I'm really sorry about that. But basically, yeah, it caught fire, and we've had to reset the realm back a little bit. And RC, being the owner of the realm, he took fire ticks off after that point. Realized it was a bad idea. It was planned actually to take fire ticks off originally, and possibly do so, but there wasn't really a need to do so, if you know what I mean, until that very moment. Until that very moment did we take fire tick off. So yeah, we learnt our lesson there with the Trojan horse. But isn't it amazing looking? It just looks fantastic. Moving into the center of town now, there's just so much here to look over. It's just absolutely crazy. So I'm just going to quickly zoom past some of these things here quickly. So over here on the right here you have Job's bookshop. So inside you'll have various books that you can choose to buy, and yeah. Moving on from that, you got over here the map room. Now this is very, very cool. I actually built this map room. This is pretty much the entire map of where people had built on. So if we look right over here is the town area, and all that right there is on this map here. So as you can see, we actually started out over here in the spawn area, and we've just come way over here to where the map room is over here, and that's the Trojan Horse over there. And there's just so much more to explore around over here. So we actually put this into various districts actually. So the idea here is that this is the spawn location district. Over here is like the shopping district slash Greek style area. So the idea is that you would build sort of Greek type buildings, which I forget what I based this on, but it's off a Greek building of some kind. I'm sure maybe the comment section below might be able to tell you what this is probably a representation of. And then you got over here, you got like your medieval location over here. Down over here, and you can't see all of it, but this down here is the Futuristic District that we started out quite later on the server before we moved on to Season 2. So this is the palace, RC's palace. Now, this is actually what I was planning to build underneath the shopping district. I think this building is fantastic. And if we go inside here, it is just absolutely beautiful. I love it. And we had various things going on here, and so you can probably see this beacon's got various colours here because basically we hosted a massive Christmas tree right here for Christmas and placed a bunch of presents for people to come and collect on Christmas Day, and that was quite cute and fun. I loved it. And over here are the various little shops inside RC's little palace. So you've got fine masonry made by RC. He had sold various stone and stuff. Then you've got DC's Trident store, where he sells various tridents. He sold emeralds, and he also sold little potion kits. Then you have Garf's blue shop. Now, basically, if it is blue, he sold it. Well, in block form. There's quite a unique concept on a shop, actually. Quite nice. Then you had Job's Ender Pearls, and then he sold Ender Chests as well. Then you got another shop of RC's. This is the dye shop, so you can get all the various dyes that you wanted in here. Over here, I believe this is... oh yeah, this is Filthy's shop. He just sold various kinds of stuff, just little random stuff here and there. Then you got my Nether Crystal shop. Now this is kind of a pun, because one, nether crystals as in nether quartz. The other part was that because basically there was often time where I would just never have nether quartz here, because I don't know if you noticed, but this building's made out a lot of quartz. RC bought out a lot of my quartz, so there was very oftenly never any quartz in here. But I actually had some diamonds before the season went down. That's cool. Then you've got Falling Star's wings and things. So this is where she brought back a lot of... she went end busting a lot in Season 1, and she brought back a lot of her stuff here. So you've got armor, you've got your shulkers, and then you've got some elytras, both mending and regular ones. So very good stuff. And then on the second floor, you had Cow's concrete. You've had Lyra's random stuff as well, so she sold various things as well, from iron, quartz, coal, sand, various things here. Very good stuff. You got Darius's thing here. I think he was selling armor pieces and stuff, I think. So yeah, I think he was selling that. Then you got my Lazy Man grindy items store, so basically anything that was a bit of a grind to get, I sold. So I sold wool, gravel, sand, rockets, which sold a fair bit. Then you got nether bricks and bones, but I don't think they ever sold, honestly. I think it was quite late into the realm that people didn't really want those. And arrows. Then you've got Schmo's nether shop, so he sold various nether related items, soul sand, glowstone, red nether brick, etc. Then you got another shop of RC's. You'll probably see this as a trend. He has lots of shops, but this is his light shop. So you got Enrod, sea pickles, glowstone, sea lanterns, jack-o'-lanterns, etc. Here's another of RC's shops. This is his fuel shop, so you can get blaze rods, bamboo, kelp, coal, etc., etc. So we had a couple of stores for sale here, so there was definitely still room for people to buy things. But yeah, I think alone in here, RC had about 4 stores alone just in here. Now there is some secrets here, and I'll actually, you know what, I'll show you quickly. So if I just copy that and delete that and come down here. So this is the belly of the beast, I suppose, as you say. So this here was for the leaders of the AthosCraft realm, and basically the idea for this here is that when people joined and left the realm, we wanted to not have their stuff rummaged through and taken by other people. So what we did, we built this little underground basement, and the idea is that we would hold all of the stuff that people left. So as you can see, you got the cats stuff all here when they left. You got crow's stuff here. A lot of stuff that we grabbed from people had already been sorted into these chests, and there was quite a lot of stuff here. And then you got some other stuff here. And now this along here, there's actually a little system. I'll show you up there in a moment. But basically, this is meant to be like the community chests, and the idea is that you can help donate to community projects, and they all come down here. So you can, as you can see, we've set it up for various things. So, like for example, this is oak log, so that will be there. And over here, you got various ores and stuff. And then these last chests, I believe, were just random goodies that we didn't quite assign yet. Me and RC built majority of this, I think. But yeah, but if we come over here, this over here, little enchanting station and that, and basically this right here is the donations test. So basically the idea is you can come in here, you can put the items you want to donate in there, and away they go down the hopper system. Now moving on out here, I think this was DC's Oceans sort of aquarium store. He sold like coral and stuff and things like that. Over here you had Goldblood's concrete. He was supplying just regular white and black concrete at the time, I believe. Over here you got Vizzo's wood shop. Over here you have Job's gold store, as well as his lottery. Over here you've got Filthy's pop-up shop. Then you've got over here is I don't remember whose store this was. This might have been DC's, maybe. I don't remember. Can't remember honestly with you. Then you got RC Slime store. Then you have Job's Redstone little hut thing, I think. Yeah, he also had a redstone shop. Over here is the community trading shop. This was done by RC and Filthy, I believe, who did this one. Over here you have RC's various rods. I believe he was selling rods, blaze rods, and end rods. Yeah. Over here you had, I think this was Falling Stars, or Vizzos. I can't remember exactly. One of the two of them had this glass shop. I apologize, whoever store this belongs to. This is RC's little tropical fish. You can get those here. This is my wood boat, so you can get your various woods down below here. Down there is RC's coral and stuff. Not many people explored down here, I think. Don't think many people knew it was here, honestly, with you. Over here, you've got the post office. Now I wonder, did I had an email in my post box? I did not. That's unfortunate. This was made by Falling Star, I believe. I think she made this. And yeah, that's pretty much all the shops in this area. Oh, there's one last store over here. This is Job's exchange store, I suppose. So the idea is you come down here, and if you wanted emerald, you come over here and trade the other one of the 3 items you want here. If you wanted diamond, you do the same. You'll trade any of your emerald, your gold, your iron here. etc., etc. This is quite good, but it was quite an expensive thing, to be honest with you. So, is it worth the expensiveness of it? Well, it depends. Job, how can we say? It's best not to deal with deals with Job because you might get ripped off. I'm sorry, Job. So yes. Now, this right here is the statue. I can't remember the name, but this was built by Vizzo. Now, I kind of feel bad for her because this took her the entire season to make. She went through multiple iterations with it. She had difficulty with the feet, so she ended up giving up Bellux things and built the little stumps things instead. I think maybe someone else may even help her with that. I think possibly. But yeah, this is just an absolute challenge for her Bellux things, from what I remember. But it looks like we managed to get it done somewhat. I kind of made a joke with RC one time, saying that the season 1 would likely end when this got complete. Now, technically, I don't think this was really complete, but it's pretty much there. So you could probably say, yeah, season 1 ended as this got completed. So, yeah. Over here, you got Garf's little slimes he made. These are pretty cool. Garf is just very talented in that regard. He's made the companion cube in the current season. He's made the floating island. He's just very talented in that regard. It's very cool. This tower was made by a person who's no longer with us, unfortunately, but it was made by DP. This tower used to be right over there somewhere, but because of this building here and conflict in where things were built, etc., etc., and the planning, it came to an agreement that myself and RC would help DP relocate his tower block for block right here. And we weren't using creative mode and such. This is all pure survival. So this took us a little while to do, and to replicate his exact building inside and out was a challenge, to say the least. But we managed to get it done. It was good fun. And then we did a nice little intricate little pathway leading up to the tower afterwards, which is very nice. We decorated it, so it's all very good. Over here is Job's maze. I think I did this in about 3 minutes. I think 4 minutes. I don't quite remember how long it took me. I did time it, and I should have recorded it at the time, but I weren't doing recording videos at the time, so that's unfortunate. Maybe I'll come back and try and do a quick time of this another day, maybe. So over here is the medieval district. Now, a lot of this was put together by RC. He made the walls. He built this entranceway here. He put up these. We called this the Sunday market location. So every Sunday we would come here, and someone can claim a location to sell various goods that they want to sell for a cheaper price, perhaps. And yeah, that got a little bit of attention. I think I'd love to see this again, actually. As you can see inside here, pretty nice design. Then you got people's various little shops around here. Over here, this was Vizzo's inn. Over here, you had the bakery, and I think this was also Vizzo, I think. Over here, you got RC's kind of home, I suppose. He ended up making a little home here. Then you got, I think this was DC's little shop, I think. Maybe. I can't be sure. It's various terracotta stuff, I think. Then you got the fish shop by Vizzo, I believe. Then you got her wood shop again. Over here is Stars, yeah, it's Falling Stars Forge. Here is Schmo's rail shop. And then these buildings I kind of don't know, because these were built almost a day or two before the server went down, so I'm not sure who made these. But Lyra made this one by the looks of things. Over here, oh, there's another one on Lyra's. Is this also Lyra's? Yeah, this is also Lyra's. Okay, very good. Over here, this was Filthy's thing. His little house of sorts. And then this is the castle that myself and DC were working on. So it got incomplete, unfortunately, but the idea was that basically this is the entranceway here. You're coming through here, and then this would have been like the courtyard area, and then like you would have like various little rooms leading on the side of this. Basically, that was the idea. And then over here would have been like the main chambers where the king would sit. There was also some plans to work on extra stuff leading over here to another tower, like a prison tower or something. But that unfortunately didn't get done. Over here, outside of the medieval walls, is Vehemans build, which is quite good. I think this was Vehemans. I'm sure comment section will tell me if I'm wrong. I do apologize. There's a lot to explore in this world. We did so much in such a little time. It's actually kind of insane. Then we come over to the Futuristic District. So over here is DC's watch. We jokingly say it's a watch because basically, if you look on the map, this top area here kind of makes it look like a watch of some kind. So yeah, it's kind of funny. Over here you have DC's futuristic cubes. It's quite good. Then over here you had, I think this was either Filthies or maybe it was Goldbloods. Little futuristic building, unsure. Over here, this is Garf's now. You can really kind of see, like, Garf's buildings really somehow seem to stand out to me. Like, there's just something about Garf's designs that really kind of hit home as like, yeah, this is Garf's. So yeah, it's quite crazy. Looks like he's got a sorting system over here. Here's his contents he had in his ender chest, which is kind of cool. Then there's the garbage that he had on him in the last second of things. And his armor, on his elytra. Pretty good stuff. But anyway, that's enough for the overworld for now. I'm sure you probably noticed a couple of things in the distance, but we'll come to that in a moment. Let's go into the Nether, shall we? So, here we are in the Nether, and as I'm flying around here, this is the Nether Hub. So the idea is that through this portal here was the portal leading to the main shopping district area, where the Greek area is. And then leading off from there would have been various locations. So leading from this path here, you had RC's and Garf's location, you had the End Fortress in this direction, and that right there is the futuristic portal. Over this way is mine, and you also had Darian's, Katie's, and someone else's path, Michelle's, I think. Here is an attraction, Tony's Nemesis, that's me. There's a bit of a story behind this. Basically, when I first joined the realms, I was constantly attacked by these phantoms. I was just not prepared for them, because when I first joined into this realm, I had only played Java before this, and I never played the recent update where phantoms were involved. So there was a lot of learning curve for me when I joined here, because playing on the Bedrock server compared to the Java server, there's a lot of things different, such as redstone, and I used to be quite the person for redstone on my Java games that I used to play often. So there's a bit of a learning curve. I didn't get to do much, unfortunately, in terms of builds because of that, I think. But I managed to sort of learn more, and now these guys, they had to be fear me more than I fear them, because I am almost a master sniper now against these guys. It's just kind of funny. Over here you have the medieval district area, and I believe that leads down to someone's base in that direction. Over here you have Spawn's portal and another pathway leading out to someone else. Got Goldbloods here. This was Falling Stars, and also I think Schmo. He also shared the location together, and this is his rail network that went that way by looks things, I think. Let's see, you had visitors placed in this direction. Over here you had let's see, you had Job's, you had I think Filthy's ones down here. No, Filthy's down here, sorry. I think Lyra was down there. A few other people, can't remember who. But yeah. And then if you go down through here, down the steps there, you'll be able to get to some of the other locations. So over here, you had the skeleton farm, so you could have gone down here to get to the local community skeleton farm. There's a stairway leading up to the spawn, and also there was a desert biome for all the sand needs that people needed, which is pretty good. Now, I'll just quickly show you down here. It's nothing fantastic, but just down here, this is the remnant of the old hub. So before we end up moving up there, we actually had the hub down here, and it wasn't grand, honestly. It was just cobblestone. Like the spawn portal, I believe, was here. You had Goldblood's portal here, I think. You had the shopping district's portal here. Yeah, it just wasn't very pretty and such. But you know, over this way led to, let's see, you got DC's Aqua Base this way, Visitor's Base this way, Blaze Farms this way. So yeah, you got the Blaze Farm over here. Now this is a double Blaze Farm as well, so that's quite exciting. As you can see, there's one there, and you've got one here, which is pretty good. And if you stand right here, you can activate both of the Blaze Farms, and then when you're ready to kill the blazes and collect the items, you can come down here, kill off those ones here, come over here, kill off those ones there, and yeah, over here, if we press this button, is DC's location. And I think let's start here. We'll start here as we're going through. So this is DC's base. As you can see, he's got his boat that you can get in through the portal. Over here is his underwater base, and I believe in there is his storage room. Over here is his potion brewing. His little farm over there, and another farm over there. Pretty good stuff. He's got his other base here that he started out in, and then over here he's got his little turtle farm that he was doing because he was selling like turtle heads and things like that. And this is his piston flying machine crop farm. I think it's broken though. So yeah, across the way from DC's base, you have Vohemans. So I'll just quickly go over here. This is Vohemans, I guess, villager breeding area. So he had a load of villagers built up over here and such. So he was trying to get like the ideal trading system going, I think, or I think he was trying to make a witch farm. Not sure, because the idea is you get loads of villagers, lightning strike, witches. So yeah, but it looks like it's been rebranded now as a sheep farm by looks things. Now over here, this is Voheman's main area. As you can see, he's got like I can't really put a name on it, but it's quite a modern town sort of thing. It's very cool designs. Voheman has quite some interesting designs on these buildings. And yeah, let's see, is there a portal around here somewhere? I can't find the portal, so I'm going to head back to DC's portal, as I know where I'm going for that one. Okay, I think the next place we'll have a look at now will be Vizos, as we'll go around in that direction. So let's just head up here. Here we are. There's Vizos portal. Here we go. This is Vizos' little village area. So this is her home that she's made for herself, which is quite nice looking. Then you got her wood farm over here, crops, mushroom house. It's quite good. And then she's got other farms here as well. So pretty good. So let's head on now to someone else's location. So okay, so let's head on over now to let's head over to Job's location. This is Job's area here, so let's head on through. Now, I quite like Job's area. Because as you may know him for his portal system in Season 2 for his gold farm. And he had the same thing here, but I think smaller design. His current one in Season 2 is massive compared to this. If we go down here... And here we go. So the idea here is that there is a trident, similar to how he's got it with the current gold farm. And he's got this hooked up to a zombie spawner and his gold farm. And the idea is it'll go back and forth. Let's see if we press down. It'll kill everything, and then all the XP will just come floating out of here when you're standing next to it. But only if you were the one who throwed the trident in the first place. It's very, very loud. Destroy station. Can't explain that one, I'm afraid. Maybe he had something planned to have a big finale, who knows. Job, comment section, tell me what that was about. Let's head up here. And then yeah, he's got his bamboo farm over here. And then he's made a little nice house over here for himself. And I believe this might have been his kelp farm. Yeah, this is kelp farm. Recently just harvested by looks things. Doesn't appear to be running. Might be broken. Or maybe it runs on a timer. Hard to say. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Okay. It is working. Very good stuff. And here we are at Filthy's base. I believe somewhere around here there should be... Ah, here we go. We'll head up here. And if we head out here, this is his home here. Then he's got his villager farm here with the iron golem iron farm, where they'll just die and fall down in here. Unfortunately, this won't work as before anymore, because you need beds now in order to get them to spawn anything. Originally it was doors, hence the doors, but there you go. Alright, so down here you can take a boat ride. I think I will, why not? Just to show you the experience. And here we go. It's quite tricky to ride this. But I like what he did with the wolf thing here. So right here, if I stop for a second, that leads to the end. That leads to someone's base there. Not sure whose. This leads to Garf's. Yeah, okay. Let's have a look at Garf's, shall we? Quite a... So this is Garf's location. Got his various farms here by looks things, and oh look, there's his blue sheep that he has for his blue shop. He's got his bamboo farm there. Let's see if we have a look back in here, because this is something. If you have a look at this, this is very well done. I've not saw this when season 1 had ended. This is pretty cool. And then this leads this way. So that just leads to a desert by looks things, and this way, let's see, where does this lead? Leads to an ice biome. Looks like an ice farm. Oh, this way he's probably got his blue ice and everything and all that for his farms, and his sheep look like as well. Yep. So yeah, very good. I very much like Garf style. Garf style build is very cool. So we'll continue along this path here. And this is our Seas portal now. Be prepared for this one. So here we are in RC's underground basement. Now this has a bit of a history. This used to be the original Wither Grounds fights, and we had the first couple Wither fights here, and we died lots. He decided, after we had used this place, he was going to make his base here. So a majority of this had been dug out down underneath, except this part. This part had to be digged out, and I helped him dig a fair bit of this out. I think he dug that bit that way himself, but all this perimeter around here I helped him dig out to about down to a couple of these levels here. And yeah, that took us a couple of hours because we didn't have a Haste 5 beacon activated at the time, so that was a big grind. But yeah, this is where he gets his slime. Over in this direction, there was some spawners, so if we leave, this one's a skeleton spawner right here, where you can kill off skeletons. And then I believe down in this direction is a zombie spawner, I believe, so he could... at the time, he could have spawned in zombies to get any of the zombie villagers and have them come through here, cure them up, bring them through, get them through a boat, and travel along here. So yeah. Alright, so now let's before we go to, we'll leave mine till last, I think. We'll go this way, go through to Falling Stars. So this is Fallen Stars location. She's got some nice houses that she made. She's got her drowned farm over here. She's got her main base here, which is, I think, possibly unfinished. You got her smelting array here. You got a cactus farm here. This is good. This is a concrete maker, so the idea is you would stand right here. Let's see, where's the switch? So you push the switch, stand here, and you'll just aim at this slab here, and you just keep pressing the left shift. No, right click, sorry, to place the concrete powder, which will then fall down here, get turned into concrete, get pushed here, and then pushed up, and it will basically just keep doing that until this entire row is finished, and then you can just come along and just mine it all out. Pretty good. Got another house here that she's made, and yeah, this over here actually, since we're close by, this over here used to be DP's location before he left the realm. This is a tower he made. I think this was meant to be like for spawning mobs, I think. And this is his actual tower, with multiple levels to each one. I won't go to all of them, but basically the idea is you go up and you're in the first one, and etc, etc, and then when you're ready to go down, you just go down here like that. So yeah, pretty good. Got a few more locations to show off. Let's see, down here, where did this go again? Probably Schmoes. Yeah, I think this was probably Schmo's little base, I think, perhaps. So yeah, there's that. This is to Goldblood's location, so we'll just quickly head through here. And as you can see, we're quite near spawn, so I could have showed this earlier, but basically this is these little Nice little place he's made. Now I believe there's a secret here. Oh, I was about to say there's a button around here, I recall. Might have been here. But basically, yeah, you can get access to a secret area that would have been secret. Go down all over here. And then, yeah, over here, he's got his little place over here. His chicken farm. I believe there's mobs coming out of some of these here. This might have been like a skeleton or zombie one, not 100% sure. But yeah. So I think I've held it off long enough, so we'll finally go down my location. So down here. So this this looks, yeah, I got pranked on just before the season ended. Yeah, if I recall, basically someone came along, covered up this area here and covered up those holes there and over there, and then built this. So when I tried coming through, I had to dig my way out, and then I saw this. So yeah, but this is all my stuff I had on me in my chests, various stuff. Oh, I got a mob head. That's cool. And this is everything I used to wear on me at all times, pretty much. So we'll just quickly go in here first. So I had big plans for this place. As you can see, it takes up quite a large location, but in the end, I didn't do much of it. It basically just ended up being just this, where I had my little wool farm over here, wood and everything there. I got some bamboo. I had a little mine thing down there. It's not that very big, honestly. And then over here, I think we're definitely going to take this. I think, honestly, I think this is going to be interesting. So I'll probably do a speedy time lapse of this, honestly. Alright, so we're coming up on one of my areas here. So this is the massive hole that I made, and I made a mob farm of this out of here. We'll come back here in a minute and I'll fly around it in a moment. Alright, we're coming up on the final destination here, and here we are. So, this was a village I found, two villages actually, together, right next to one another, and I claimed land to it, and I was basically planning to make like a town version of this sort of thing. I was going to make some more houses and everything. It's going to look really good. Unfortunately, I never had time. It was one of those things that I never managed to get done in time. But yeah, if we come back through the portal here, and then head over here. So we've got two portals here, so this one over here leads to the actual mob farm itself. And this one leads to the surface. So I'm going to go through here into the surface. And this is the epic dig location. So, yeah. Basically what had happened is I wanted to dig out this entire area. And a number of the members actually got involved. I ended up asking for help, and over the span of about 2 weeks, I believe, people came in, each dug out a little bit and did some stuff, and yeah, and this entire thing ended up getting dug out. I then was going to start building more of this and start digging out some of that, and then probably going around and make it even bigger to improve upon this to make the spawning better. But yeah, this is a mob farm. This is where I got my rockets and everything. And if we go down over here, here we go. This is where I basically stayed for most of the time, honestly. So this is my sugarcane farm. In order to activate it, that dispenser had to be filled with bone. Because what would happen is I do this. That would grow, that would activate, causing signal to come around here, making it grow again, and it would just keep on going until the bone had stopped working, giving me loads of sugarcane. Now, if I stand roughly in the middle here, roughly-ish, all four of these chambers will be active, and mobs would have been falling down, dropping into the magma blocks, and then they'll come running down here. The items will get spitted out there, come along down there, and then they'll each make their way around over here, through this tube, up through this tube, through here, and then into my sorting system. And this is where I would have got all my my items. And yeah, very good stuff. And then I just had this very complicated sorting system here. I didn't have RC's ways of sorting systems. I was planning to make one, but never really did. In the end, I just settled for chests. I'm just bad like that. I just have chests everywhere. I even got shulkers, just empty shulkers sitting right here that I need to fill out at some point. But yeah, and I think that's going to be enough for today. Honestly, there's still so much more I could probably still show you. There are things that I haven't gone to that we could have seen, but there's just so much here, just so much that the members over the past year have done, and it's just been great fun. Just working with some of these guys and building some things together and seeing other people make some cool things. It's just absolutely fantastic just being with these people. And that's that. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. It's going to be a very long one, and I do apologize for that, but you know, it's 1 year anniversary. I feel like something special had to be done, and yeah, I think it's nice having a look back at seeing what some people built, and maybe get some inspiration from it. I certainly feel like I got some inspiration from some of these builds just now, and I think I have some plans for what I'm going to be doing for the future. So anyway, for now, I hope you all enjoyed, and I look forward to seeing you in another video. Bye bye.